Hi guys, so this is a stone, like a motorised stone wheel that I picked up last year. Which this is just the frame to it, the body. Just obviously doing it up to use with the forge. That's a load of rust. Obviously it's come off previous material, it's been ground. It works on a couple of pulley systems to slow it down. Obviously this is the wheel here. These are the bearings that it was on. These are some old bearings. So you've split it all down, separated it. Here's the pulley. And I've put the shaft currently in the lathe. It's not set up, I'm just going to set it up now. So these are 21mm, they obviously would have been about 22. You can see the wear here. So it was just the metal running inside them bearing housings, not been greased. They've worn, so it's slopping about when you're running it. So what the plan is, I've stripped it down. I'm going to lay these down to 20mm. And I've got some new pillar block bearings on order, which are obviously 20mm ID. That I'm just going to replace with these old ones here and here. Maybe change the speeds. I'm not decided yet on the pulleys. Possibly run it a bit faster, like the Japanese knife sharpening stones. But either way, it's just rattling around, not really doing its job. So that's one of the jobs for today. Just laid it down. It's Easter Sunday. Ready for when I'll build that back up then on the stone. Just central it as best as I can, and then fit the pillar block bearings. I'm just going to modernise this box as well. Might give it a paint job. Put something like the Forge logos on it. And just use it for odd projects, I guess. If it doesn't get used, then I'll probably look at selling it, but hopefully it'll do the job. So I'm going to get it set up now and lay down the shaft. Okay, so just set this up now. Just getting most of the run out of this shaft as I can. Obviously gripped it on the lathe here. You can see that's pretty minimal for. It seems like a lot, but it's going to be. It's such a slow speed, and obviously the stone itself is not at all even. So it's not really drastic. This, to be honest, just get it something like, and I'm just going to centre drill here, get the live centre in it, and then just face them off, just to take them down to 20mm both sides. So I'll do that now. Hi guys, see you there. So, finished lathing it. Said the bearings are 20mm. Just checking it on the vernier, on the micrometer. Knock that off. So I don't know if you can see that very well. Can you read it? Nope, you don't want to focus. No, obviously not. Come on, you bugger. Oh, well, it doesn't seem to want to focus, but yeah, we did on 20mm anyway, so I'll do the other side now. Stuff like this is usually to have a micrometer. Verniers are okay, but they're not ideal. So, where is the camera? Filming a weird angle here, sorry guys. Do this, it's a bit easier, isn't it? There we are. So that's laid up now. Now just to do the other side, and then that can go to. That can wait. Let's leave it right there. That can wait then, and till the bearings arrive, and I can get it bolted back down again. So yeah. Alright guys, so I've done the shaft. And I'm just doing the pulley now because it's a 19mm pulley, but I've got a 20mm shaft, so I'm just boring it out to 20mm. Right, so the shaft's turned down. 20mm. That's another pulley size. Obviously, that's the original one. So this will go much faster with this design. Ideally, I would like a variable speed, but I'll try this speed. It's obviously going to speed it up probably twice the speed, to be honest, judging by the wheel sizes. It's going to be matched to the current one, effectively, so it should spin the same speed as that. If it's too fast, I'll stick the old pulley on, obviously. Now I just need to wait for the pillar block bearings to arrive, these replacements. And they can reassemble it, so I might give it a bit of a paint job and just general clean up. So it's looking a bit grim. This is all obviously the old rubbish that's been left in there. Okay, so we can reassemble it now. Right, so let's see how well this goes. I might give that a quick wire brush. I want to break this stone wheel, that'd be a shame. This is very quick clean out. Goes back together a bit easier. A nightmare to wind on. Wind off, should I say. Right, so cup effectively on there. Give it a good dousing actually. That went together way too smoothly. That's when I was taking it apart, so I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Just get this, undo this grub screw on this pulley wheel. Okay, we'll put that somewhere safe so we don't lose it. Then we're going to get this set up vertically and roughly centre this to the whole wheel. So I'm just going to put it back if it's slightly offset by a few mil. You know, obviously it's going to be like an eccentric, the wheel. That makes sense. Imagine the wheel obviously like that. If we put this slightly off, it's going to cause the stone wheel to kind of not be as smooth. I mean, it's going to be out anyway because it wasn't perfect, and I'm going to make a grinding tool, some sort, maybe like a tungsten carbide stone chisel set up on a rig, and then just drive it for the day and just let it cut it all back to a nice smooth sort of even finish. But that's something I need to do later on, obviously. So I'm just going to get it set up with a little rig. 1 second. Okay. There we are. So this isn't going to be perfect, guys, but it's going to be as close as it. Bum, bum. Got 4 reference points, I guess. Something not really ideal. So So 130, 130, 131, and 130. Right, it's not bad at all. I'm good with that. This is an awkward size, wasn't it? So I'll look underneath. Lock it up nice and tight. And then it's just waiting on the bearings to arrive. Okay. Okay, while we're at not that the stone's going to crack, but you never know, do you? There we are. So it's the shaft obviously removed, turned down on both sides. See it underneath. Brilliant. Ready to go on once these new bearings arrive. And then it'll be a case of finding a belt to fit. Whether I use like my Myford, like a little split link ones that they are. So you can adjust the size. I mean, maybe that's a quick option, I suppose. We'll see. Right, guys. Well, like I said, that's all I can do so far because I haven't got any other bits. Obviously, the project, this bench grinder here, turned into a polisher. I need to just reinforce that, put some gussets on it so it doesn't wobble about, and then refit that in the forge. Here's one of those hammers I was working on the other day. So, this is for sale. It's about a £2 little forging hammer. Right guys, I'm going to finish this here and I will carry on when obviously the parts arrive. Cheers.